not mocking you. It's Mocking With You, the podcast that settles the debates once and for all with your host, Lil B, and the hater.
Hello, welcome into the podcast. Thank you for joining us. This week, we're bringing you our top 20 movie characters, part one. We realized quickly that this is going to need multiple people and times, and it's going to be very hard to get the right characters into this, and we're going to piss off a lot of people.
Some people are getting so pissed off that it didn't make it. So-and-so didn't make it. Guys, this is hard.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the right list. I'm sorry. I went off the internet, and then I thought about guys that I really loved, and I was like, oh man, that happened. And then I decided I'm just going to pick who I love.
Yeah, I know that this is our list, not the internet's list. That's where it makes it so hard.
Like, who do I love the most? And I'm like, okay, I'm picking this guy, I know Will B's going to take this guy.
So, saying all that, I get to go one this week because Chris got to go.
First pick.
So, you said that, and I'm going to go with my guys. There's going to be guys that fall that I can take that I like, but this movie character in all of his movies has been one of my favorite for one of the longest. It's been some of my favorite movies, and yes, it's a Christmas movie. I'm taking Die Hard's John McClane.
I've been fat. I've been fat. God damn. I didn't think that was the one. I didn't think it was the one.
You convinced me.
I thought it was going in the top five. I thought it was going in the top five.
I was going to go another route, sir, but I was like, you know what? I'm going with mine, and I'm not letting McClane fall out. I am taking my one, and you're just going to have to live with it.
I can't believe it, bro.
You
know what? Don't tell me the odds, okay? Don't tell me the odds. I'm picking Han Solo.
Yeah. So I was debating Han Solo at one. He was definitely in contention at number two for me. So that's a very solid pick. Obviously Han Solo. Let's just say they did.
Solo was like my favorite thing growing up, so I gotta say Han. It was like my midnight with Arden Rover. Who's next with Han Solo and who's next with Lando? No one likes Lando.
Yeah, it's now just, you could have done this by genre, really sitting here.
We really good. So, we talked about this after the show last week. We could do cartoons. We could do genres. We could do, by you.
All right. I'm going to go here. I got to get him. This character has been portrayed by multiple different characters, or not characters, actors. This guy is one of the most badasses.
You're not doing it.
And I'm taking James Bond.
No.
Yes.
No. I think that movie was in.
Well,
I put it in the James Bond.
I'm kind of shocked you didn't go James Bond at one. So when he came back to me, I was like, okay, it was between him and another character, but I had to go James Bond. And who did it best? Seriously, who is the best James Bond in your eyes?
My best James Bond is still Sean Connery.
I was about to say Sean Connery. Doesn't get talked about because Daniel Craig is awesome and amazing, but we always forget about good old Pierce Brosnan. I think Pierce was awesome.
I never did like you.
Really? Pierce was always a very great James Bond in my eyes. I liked Pierce.
I think it's like we grew up with that movie.
Exactly. That was our James Bond with Daniel Craig.
But
Sean Connery also. Sean Connery was fantastic as well.
You know what? I'm absolutely stunned. If my list is backwards, I have so like I was looking through the list on the internet and I just started making the list.
Making. I
And I
yeah.
don't think I can active twice.
I another strategic move by me, by the way, because that actor's character was where I was gonna go, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if he goes there back to back.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Dude, Indiana Jones, like, it blew up with the moon and, like, dude,
I was risking
Raiders
it.
of the Lost Ark is one of the best movies ever.
Yeah. I risked it. I strategically said, you know what, James Bond, if I leave James Bond, if I don't take James Bond, it's 100% where he goes. But if I take James Bond, there's a potential he doesn't take the same actor twice. So I was like, I tried to strategically see if it would work. And you went there. It's all right. That was the smart.
You know what? I had to. I had to. Like, I guess I really love. Yeah, I do. I really love Harrison Ford. Yeah.
Oh God, this is where it starts getting hard. Those for me were the obvious four. Those. Now this goes back to who I want. Do I want to? So I got two cops, two law enforcement. Let's say, you know.
Yeah, we don't have two common things here. I got the same actor.
Yeah.
And you got two cops.
I got some cops or some undercover secret agents, whatever you want to call them. So where do I want to go? Do I want to go? This really could have been a fucking a surgeon.
Man.
Oh, we're doing this. I'm throwing it on there because he wasn't on any. No, I can grab him late and it'll be fine. I'm not going there because that could be like one of my last picks. But I got it. But
yeah.
Don't rush me, sir. This is hard. I am sitting here. I am debating on who I want to snipe you with. Okay. I don't. You know what?
I don't know who I'm locking in who I want. I'm locked in who I want.
I'm going right here for now. I'm going with somebody who created his own universe. He started it all. He made this character and started what we all watch today. And I'm taking Iron Man. We wouldn't have.
I was never in it like that. I was never in it like that.
That's fine. We would never have the MCU if it wasn't Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Iron Man is great. Yes, you're right.
That wasn't me. That's my guy. I don't care that you.
By the way, I'm about to just win this over.
Who you going?
I'm on over to this side here. No way,
yeah, I was debating Rocky Balboa.
Rocky. I have him. No, that's the most iconic movie series.
I was debating Rocky Balboa for sure, so I have no problem with that pick.
That makes Stallone's career.
Oh, 100%. Okay, I'm going to go. We got to give some love. So I'm going here. We're going to go. You know, everybody wants to talk about, everybody doesn't like a strong female-led character, and that's why these female. No, it's because you make them horrible. You know what everybody loved and what everybody says is one of the greatest movies all time? We're going to go with the aliens, and we're going to get Ellen Ripley on this fucking show.
Now, who was on my list? Who was on the list?
Like, don't say create a
badass. I don't know franchise.
Yeah.
Man, that's good. That's good. That was on the list. For sure.
Yeah, everybody bitches, everybody says, everybody's like right now, just Ironheart, how Ironheart has more dislikes than likes. And everybody's like, oh, it's racism or it's, sexism. No, it looks like ass. You keep trying to do all this DEI and all this other craziness that nobody cares for. It obviously keeps failing, but you keep throwing it and shoving it in people's face trying to make some. How about you just make a good fucking movie like Aliens and give us a badass-led female character?
You know who I'm taking? What was that? Was that 4?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. It's tough. Pick. Hurry up. Bitch, it's only 11 minutes. Slow down. Make your picks. Be happy with
Oh, man, bro. This is so hard. Locking was easy. I just locking in.
There's a couple. I know. On my list is all over the place.
I got the first 2, and then I lost the ones that I really wanted, and...
Thank you. I'm glad I was able to destroy your hopes and dreams.
Yeah, no, it's bound to happen. Let's just go ahead and pick Batman. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pick Batman.
I been debating Batman for a hot second.
If we don't pick Batman, Batman
deserves,
the Star Wars movie franchise has been represented. Yeah, Batman needs to be represented.
100%. And it's either you got to bring it. You obviously everybody wants to talk about Christian Bale, which is probably arguably the best Batman, but also you got Michael Keaton. Those are the two. Here comes
was not bad.
Here comes slack. I thought Ben Affleck did a really good Batman. I like the Ben Affleck Batman.
It was okay.
I'm
not
putting him on Bale or McCaffrey or Keaton level, but I like that. I like Ben a lot more than other people. I just think they're rushing DC, man. They were trying to make the DC like the Marvel, but Marvel built and took time. DC was like, we're going to just throw it right in your face and not give any kind of.
Yeah, Justice League was absolutely terrible.
The Snyder Cut was good.
It was okay.
I can't say anything because that's another character that can be taken, so I got to be careful with what I say. Okay, so you just went Batman.
By the way, I am trying to go off of what we did last week and not. No there.
So people might be yelling a villain. I am personally not taking any villains. We had a villain mock draft last week for the movies. I had left all villains off my list.
Another part 2 on the villains too.
Yeah, we can't. I understand this is movie characters. You can throw in villains, but I know Chris has villains.
I do have villains on the list, but I'm going to stay away from them.
Yeah, I don't even have them on my list. So people can get mad at me all you want. I understand that villains are a movie character, but we just did their own. They got their own. They got their love. I'm leaving away. We're talking about the comedy, good guys, whatever you want to call them. Okay. I have a couple choices I really want to go with right now, and I'm trying to just pick on who I want to go with. I think I'm going here. I'm going to go here. And because he was always one of my favorite actors growing up, and this is another bid for Mike's heart with one of his favorite movie series out there. And I'm taking Peter Venkman from the Ghostbusters series.
That's a good one.
Bill, obviously played by Bill Murphy, man. Gotta love him.
Bill Murray, yeah.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
But
sorry.
You know what? I went with the antagonist, the that guy last week. I'm taking the Maximus.
Fuck! I thought I could sneak him in later. Oh, you did it again. I thought for sure I could get him out. You did it again. You sniped me out of the freaking bleachers. I thought easily I could get Maximus later because he was on no list. So I thought you would forget about him.
I just took the guy last week.
I know, but man, I just thought, man,
I was thinking of Russell Crowe for another movie, and then I was like, man, he was really good in Gladiator. I really want to watch Gladiator, by the way.
I don't want to watch Gladiator 2. All I hear is that it was not needed. Oh man, I really was gonna. That's twice.
Did anybody watch Gladiator 2? Was that a serious movie?
I haven't watched. Mike told me it wasn't worth. He was very disappointed.
I don't think that like even made it, but whatever.
It was one of those unnecessary, like, oh well, we need to make money, so let's make a Gladiator 2 because we can't go to the bookstore and grab a book and make a new idea because we know.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Hollywood. It's lazy now.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Okay, where do I want to go? Where do we want to go, sir? All right, I got. So Connor just texted me. He's watching the episode and he texted me, telling me a character, and it was literally the character I was about to pick.
Well, it's destiny.
That's fucking fantastic. I literally was about to say his name, and then freaking Connor texts me.
That comment on the episode, no?
So it's just funny that he literally texted me right when I was about to say his name. So I gotta go with even more. I'm taking Captain Jack Sparrow, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That was great timing right there.
He was on the list, but I was really bad. I hate you.
Why is the rum all gone?
Oh,
that's why all the rum is gone. Captain Jack Sparrow is yeah.
Man.
Love that. Great timing. Love that.
Well, that's six. I think it's time to take a day off. I'm going to take this one.
Oh, see, I did. Yeah, I thought there was potential you would have Ferris Bueller, so I got to go pull him. I didn't even put him on my list to type in there.
Well, everyone wanted to eat Ferris. Okay? By the way, have you been watching TikTok at all? Or like Reels?
What's that?
You watch TikTok?
Yeah.
And like, have you seen these guys that do like these crazy character conspiracy theories?
Yes.
Movie conspiracy theories? And they're like, Ferris Bueller was stuck in the same timeline.
Oh, yes. And that he was able to always time everything so perfectly because he was in a loop of Groundhog's Day. Yeah, I've seen that.
That makes some sense, bro.
Yeah, it did. All right, I'm going here. This series should have had a character automatically taken a lot sooner. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on it. I'm going to make Connor happy again with this pick. I'm going to the Lord of the Rings series.
Pandering. You're pandering.
Aragorn! Come on. Aragorn deserves to be on this.
Pandering. Aragorn, yeah, you're right. Honestly, there's another character that deserves to be taken.
Yes, there is. There is. He's on my list. If we're thinking
Go ahead, put him on the list, Daniel.
Yeah. I was debating between the two. If anybody picks Frodo, you're fucking wrong.
You know what? I think Sam's a bitch.
Sam's the best out of the series. Samwise.
Actually, you know what? Frodo's more of a bitch, honestly. You know what? Probably could have taken Frodo in the villain draft.
Yeah, 100%. Frodo is a bitch. I hate Frodo.
Doesn't Sam like crap?
Oh, I know. He gets all the love, and Samwise gets all the hate. Samwise is the hero of that fucking story.
So yeah, Sam like I had it backwards, by the way. I meant to say Frodo was a bitch, but Sam That's all the work.
Yes.
And Frodo takes the glory.
Yes. Because he carries the ring. That it's
Yeah.
so much worthy. Yeah, you know what? If it wasn't for Samwise, multiple times, Frodo would have failed that fucking mission. If Frodo went
I
on
think
his
that,
own,
I mean, like, by the way, I think we have it on the list in the not in that list. Underrated is a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, I think Samwise on that list.
probably. So I'm
Okay,
going
who do you want?
a very short-lived character. Only 2 movies to date. I don't think we're ever going to get a third. But this gentleman is comedy gold. And I have to go with Ace Ventura.
Yes.
Like, how do you not think it was
I
fun?
mean, how long have we been hoping for? We got a second gladiator before we got.
No, 42.
So freaking dumb.
I don't even. It's packed. The part 2 is the best one. Like, yes, part 1 is
I think
like,
Pet Detective is the best one. Right?
are you talking about with the dolphins, or when he's in the jungle?
Which one's that? Well, when Nathan Halls is in the jungle.
Who's that?
When Nathan Halls is in the jungle. Right?
I gotta double check now. When
I
nature
think
calls.
the second one is when Nathan Halls.
So when Pet
Pet
Detective
Detective is the first one.
94, which is the Dolphins, that one's better.
Which one?
When just Pet Detective. When
Yeah.
nature calls is when he's in the jungle.
Yeah.
Not saying that when
I
nature
like when Nathan Halls.
when you like Pet, they're both fantastic, but
So Pet Detective has his own fun parts though.
the fucking the fucking dolphin tank is one of my favorites.
So like, we just realize for just 1 second if we got time to time. What worked in the third one? So like, the Pet Detective when Nathan Halls, like,
Oh fuck! I quote when nature calls so much more though.
so what was in the third one, like when he goes in the zoo or something?
I don't know. I mean, I wish it would.
Or like those for like,
We're getting fucking Sonic 3 and Sonic 4 with him, but we can't get an Ace Ventura. Like enough.
wait, we're getting a Sonic 4? Please make it stop.
Yeah.
By the way, when's the next Mario come out?
Next year. Mario doesn't come out until next year.
Man, I'm waiting for Yoshi so bad.
I know. Yoshi's the one I'm most excited for. But no, yeah, when nature calls, I always remember the spear scene. Ah! Ah! Ah!
We put them last year. We put them last week, Dad. We're not going to take it over again.
Poor dad says he's having trouble watching. We're having some issues with live stream. Please let us know if you're having issues.
Yeah. We need to post the YouTube every week.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are having troubles watching our live. So if you are,
Yeah, I think Travis was Tyler was having a problem.
Mike was having troubles. Yeah. All right. So I took Ace Ventura.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm really in a jungle here. If I know roulette, man.
There's if you wanted to get a woman, there's an obvious woman on the roster that
You know what? I'm just gonna take Modern Fly.
All right, yeah. I figured you would. That's why I didn't put him on my list.
Yeah, I think it like you wouldn't take him, but I never know what you just might do it just to piss me off.
Yeah, no. I figured you would throw him on your list. Like, I like the Back to the Futures, but they were never like that was always my brother. My brother loved them a lot more than I did. I liked them, but I wasn't like
Why?
yeah. That not love great series, great character, not
The
trying to
one-liners in the movie, my brother and I quote that movie for days. Or the series for days. Like,
all right. Yeah. No, I can't even quote it. I only know a couple quotes from the movies. I've watched them
Yeah.
enough, but I haven't watched one of those in years. Like
I
decades.
watched the movie Newland.
I probably haven't watched it in a decade plus.
Well, that is a complete disaster. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm not with my co-host anymore. Come on.
You know, I'm gonna take though. He just had a. You know, we're just talking about Ace Ventura getting a fucking. You know, getting a movie 3. This guy, we just got a new movie of him. You know, this character went 20 years without a movie. One of my favorite characters, one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite comedy movies growing up. And I am taking Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop.
That's not who I thought you would pick. But I thought the most. It's about an Earl, but it's not an Earl. I'm taking Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire.
I give you Mrs. Doubtfire. That's good. Mrs. Doubtfire. That's a solid pick. Robin Williams deserves to be on this list, so I'm glad you
Robin
took it.
Williams was put it down on the list somehow.
I like that. But yeah, I'm coming, darling. Hello.
Hello. Man, I miss Robin Williams, man.
And I was just thinking about Rob. Literally, I think about Robin at least once a month, man. Robin was always one of my favorites, man.
I think we did a Robin Williams movie mock a while back, didn't we?
We did do a Robin Williams movie mock.
Yeah, I think that was amazing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have cop, super.
Well, you got cop, bro.
I got a cop. I got a super agent. I got a superhero. Then I got a badass bitch. I got a scientist and hero. I have a drunk pirate. I have a hero in Aragon from, Fantasyland. I have Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, comedy, and Axel Foley. So I got comedy covered really well. I got action really well. So I'm trying to debate. There's a couple obvious ones.
By the way, this is part 1, so like the characters that we don't get in this, we can just go ahead and get in the next one. Whatever that is.
You know what? You did it. I threw him on late, but I'm going with the better Robin Williams pick. I'm going Genie.
Oh, that's good. That's super good. You know what? My coworker was just telling me about that, how that he made the list. And I completely forgot.
You tell your coworker I got him covered.
I'll tell him the list. By the way, he liked new list just a little bit better last week.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I know my list was better. I know. Thank you. It was both good lists, but I felt like I won.
Man. So this is last pick.
This list is a very. I feel like I'm a lot more well-rounded, but I like your list a lot. I mean, I
don't really particularly care for this movie that much, but the character, the dude.
Yeah, I've been staring at the dude for a while, so this is a good pick.
I don't really care for this movie yet, but the character was good.
Yeah, I know. I like the movie, but it's not like high on my list.
It's not my favorite movie, but like the character.
The character is the reason why I love a White Russian. It is one of my favorite drinks when I drink. A White Russian.
Well, I thought it was from the Moscow Mule. What's your favorite one?
I like it. Moscow Mule is my favorite, but I do love a White Russian.
I love the white. I used to know. I used to like a white. A white Russian's amazing, but I would I don't need to have a alcohol, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't need. I mean, I barely drink, but
A bourbon. I have a bourbon white Russian.
yeah. Man, I want to give out names of characters, but since this is part
Well,
one,
part one, like, oh,
there's
what are we doing next week, by the way?
Next week is another movie topic. Hold on, I got to go back and look at the schedule. So next week will be the 90s movie.
Oh, yeah, we're going way back in the 90s.
That's going to be tough because the 90s is elite movie decade.
Elite movies, but they're going to happen. Like, I know, like, there's some movies that, like, I don't have Facebook love. Like, I really wish Facebook watched the show because, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, and remember, so this movie, this season, this month is our movie month. Next month is our TV month, and we got musical episodes, most underrated TV characters.
Episode 1
Yeah, very much so. Most overrated TV characters and our favorite TV opening credit sequence. And
I wonder what that one is amazing.
We have to vote because we both know who's going to take at one. We both already know what we're taking at one, whoever has one.
Yeah.
So we're flipping because if I want that to be fair because I'm going to be mad if I don't get one that day.
We're flipping for that one. Like, we're not in it.
Yeah, but we definitely need to look to try to potentially get. I know Mike, one of those TV character one. I think one of the underrated TV characters was the one he wanted to be part of. So we'll definitely have a guest coming on next month.
Dad on the show, but Dad's always busy.
Dad works, thinks he's important and works. Yeah, Mike wants to
have a job.
Yeah, Mike wants to be on the most underrated TV characters.
No, okay.
Yeah, that
would make that happen.
Yeah,
that's like that. That's very broad. And put him into that.
Again, a lot of these we could have broke this down by genre. We really could make this even fair, but it makes it more fun and difficult when you have to throw them all in there like we did today. But that's it for this week. Don't forget, next week we are bringing you what I just told you, and I already forgot. We got our 90s movies, our best.
The 90s movies.
We could try to get a guest on next week because there's easily.
There's 30 movies.
So
thank you. Toy Story.
Oh, Toy Story, yeah. Titanic, Jurassic
Park. Yeah.
But thank you all. Y'all have a great weekend. Don't go stay warm or stay out of these bad weather if you're in the Midwest. I know.
Stay cool.
And stay cool. I got heat exhaustion today.
Thank you for listening to the Mocking You podcast. Yours truly, Lil B at Brunelli Sports and the Hater at Supercharged 33.